Hello everyone, welcome to my video. It's me Manish Silwan from Softwareika College of IT and E-Commerce. For me, my Cobenje ID is 10734744 and my college ID is 200103. I'm at the end of second semester and this is my final assignment project to develop a software in my own ways, but must contain the requirements like GUI integrator, using object-oriented programming, unit testing, database, Python, and so on. Following the requirements, I have developed a Python project loan management system of my own design. This is a GUI-based software which is used to manage loan system. Here, the data of borrower is recorded along with total amount of loan, interest rate, monthly payment, and total payment that he or she should pay in the allocated period of time. The data of system is recorded in database so that it can be retrieved at any required time. This system really helps loss of data and provide proper and easy management of loan management system, or say of loan data. Now let's run the program. Okay. This is the login page where user enters the login ID and password to go in the main window. For this, user needs to register themselves. For this, we have to go to sign up. So we need to click on the sign up. Now we have to fill this full credential. Let me fill, what should I say? Okay, I'll fill Sam Teura, contact number, and this one, country Nepal, date of birth 1975, 0508. Okay, this is random. Then his mail, okay, SSYAM @ okay, I want to tell you something. If all the information is not filled, then ask to fill all the information. Okay, same @gmail.com. okay, then password, okay, KHATAADAA. Now register, then it will ask to agree the term and condition, this with the help of this pop-up message box. So we need to click on okay. I want to say this, whenever we want to register through our Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or Gmail, we can go directly here to register. Like for example, when we click on the Instagram page opens, or Gmail or Twitter, if we click on Twitter, then it will open Twitter account. So let me register this. Okay. When we register, this message box automatically pop up to say we have successfully signed up. Then we retype to the login window. Now what we have registered, if we enter wrong password, then it will pop up information. Okay, I have input wrong password, so user is not found because we haven't registered that username and password. So okay, one thing, if we forgot password, then we have to click on the forgot password, then username, let me say SHYAM Sam. Then I will update password SHYAM1. okay, let me update password SHYAM. Then password changed successfully. This type of pop-up is shown. Okay, then what we have updated just SHYAM1 Sam1. So look, when we enter the data that we have registered already, then it login successfully. Okay, then this is the main window after successfully login into the system. Now what we have to do is everything is conducted or everything is performed in this platform. So let me do. I will explain each and every feature of it. First of all, let's work on add function. Okay, let me enter okay 18. Then let's add the value Vikas. Okay, Vikas Vikas. Then Vikas Gimirjiyat Ayamai Ari Khimire contact whatever citizenship number like this one, address Kalanki is pin code number 78. How much money he borrowed, like okay 10,000. Okay, 10,000 for 3 years at the rate of 5. Okay, then when we click on add, the data is automatically add here and fetch from database. Look, whatever we add is shown in here. This system automatically calculate monthly payment and total payment that he should pay in the given time. This is a new feature. Here we have sorting. Let me check this. When we click on the sort button, it automatically sort the data and give us. If we need to sort some data, then search here. Like I want to sort. Okay, I want to sort Vikas. Then if we click on sort, it will show the data of Vikas only. And let me explain this reset. Whatever we have given input in this field in the left side in the entry box, it will remove when we click on the reset. See, let me work on the update. Okay, let me update Vikas. Okay, when we click on the Vikas, it will automatically show all the data of Vikas in the entry field. Then we can update from here. Okay, let me update his phone number. His phone number is 9898 454545. Then click on the look here. When we click on the update, the pop-up message shown borrowed number 18 successfully update. Okay, let me see here. Here also data is updated. Look here, Vikas his phone number is updated. Now we have to see delete. When I click this Vikas, and if I click on the delete, it will delete the data. Now okay, I want to say that here is the logout button. Whenever we click on the logout, it will automatically go to the login system. Okay, let me enter through next ID, next user. This data I have already entered or registered this monies and password, so it allow me to successfully log in the system. Okay guys, I have already explained all the feature of this system. This is quite impressive and easy to handle. I have used this scroll bar also. Okay, when we click on this password button, we can see all the username and password. Sometimes we register through different ID password, but we forgot, so we can watch from this also. When we click on this password, then it automatically show the username and password that we have already registered in the database. Look, I have registered these users. So and the last feature of this system is exit button. Whenever we click on the exit, first it asks us whether we are existing or not. If we click on the no, it will remain in the same page, or if we click on this, it will exit from the system. I have well explained about my system. Now I will explain the testing. Actually, what is testing or why testing is done? Actually, in the system, testing is done to find whether whether the system satisfied requirement asked by the user or not. So to test the testing, we have to import unit test. Here I have import the unit test to test the functionality of the system. For testing, we need to import unit test. Here I have used this unit test to test my application's functionality. I have done around 10 testing. So let me check it. I have done testing of fetch function. Let me see. Here testing is passed, right? This means this fetch method get the value of the row that is stored in the database. It fetch the row value. Actually what is happening when expected data is meet with actual data that we get from the database, then the testing is successfully passed. This function works like this. Here is sourcing also. I have done sourcing. Sourcing is also successfully passed. Whatever in sourcing, look here. Here is the IUs. This IUs is in the index of 1. Here is 1, index of 1 in the database row. It both expected value and actual value equal, so test is passed. Likewise, sorting is also passed. Sorting is also passed. This add function is also passed. Whenever we add data, that is add in the database. Look, update. I will run update. See, I have add SAM in the database. Now I will update that SAM. Whenever I update that SAM to SAM1, this is updated, and then when we fetch that data to check whether it is updated or not, this successfully updated, because we have the test is passed. This test pass means data is successfully updated in the database. See, when I run this delete, data is deleted. This means we have already updated the SAM to SAM1. Now there is SAM1 in the database. Then we delete this SAM1. How do we know either SAM1 is deleted or not? So I fetched SAM1 from database, and the testing is passed because I have tested assert is none. It means there is no data SAM1. So testing is passed. Did you get my point? Next, I have tested set method, set get method. Here I have set Rajan name. Then the test is passed. Here the next one, I have tested primary key, or let's say number value in the testing through set get method. Let me show here. I have given one condition. Here I have given condition that whenever I enter loan ID, if the loan ID is not in the integer form, it means whenever we give string value, in the input, then it will raise error, right? It will raise error when we give string value. So then testing must be passed when we enter string value in the input. Then it should raise error. It means we should test, the test should be passed. Let me see. I have given here string value. Now the test should be passed if the condition is true. Let me see. Look, the test is passed. What happens if we give integer value? The system will be failed. Look, function did not work because this is not our condition. The condition is not met, right? Okay, this one. Likewise, another set get method is tested and this successfully passed. This one also passed. This is set get method of contact number. Here I have given contact number. For contact number also I have given a condition. If the length is more than 10, then it will raise value error. So the testing is successfully passed. Okay guys, thank you.